Okay. How is everybody? You guys good?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right. So April promos, we have our free breathe for 125 PV, 10% off the tries, and our wonderful 50/50 promotion. If you enroll anybody, you get 50 credits and they get 50 credits. It's pretty awesome. And from what I understand, I haven't had a chance to ask them yet, but I think they put a cap on it up to 3 people. So I just want to clarify that because I've done this promotion before. They did it last year. I think it was in May. And they didn't put a cap on it. And I got like, I don't know, $500 worth of free credits because I enrolled so many people. So I think that they kind of realized that too many people were enrolling machines and they were getting too many free credits. So they might have put a cap on it because the picture that they posted said up to 3 people. So I want to talk a little bit about leadership. Our letters for today is D, which I kind of love how this came up right now about convention. D is for making sure to take daily actions to move your business forward, dedication, and don't be afraid to be a dreamer. So really putting yourself out there and thinking about what you want to do with your life and with your family and your money and your time, and, you know, don't be afraid to dream. And I love that that's a theme for convention. So at leadership, they talked about what's your number. And I'd like to start doing this on each of our calls. What's your number? How many people did you share with? How many people have you invited? How many people did you present the products to? Following up with people, loving on people more, presenting the business, and showing others how to do the same. A lot of you guys are still kind of new and, you know, just starting your business. So if you want to just kind of leave it the first 4, sharing, inviting, presenting, and following up, I'm okay with that. If you're not quite ready to dive into asking people to do the business, if you are, that's great, because if you don't ask, how are you going to find people? They don't just magically appear all the time. But, you know, why are you guys here? What are you guys doing to get your business to the next level? And what does that take to make that happen? It takes sharing, inviting, presenting, and following up. So each week, I want to ask everybody what your number is. And it can be you shared with 1 person, you invited 5 people, and you presented 1 time. It doesn't matter what your numbers are. There's no judgment, unless they're always 0. Then there might be some judgment. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because why are you guys here, right? You're here to share your love and passion of these oils with other people. So I'd like to have that done every week. We'll always start off with what's your number. Like I said, it could just be 1 person. I mean, it's just kind of to light that fire and get you guys being more involved and more active and actually growing your business. And then lastly, about leadership, and I'll do a little bit of leadership on each call until we cover some of the main nuggets. Because there was a lot. I mean, it was 3 full days of a lot. A lot of it was just kind of repetitive, just about doing the business, a lot about self-care, a lot about just not judging and comparing. I shared a couple of the things with you guys already that they're going to share. They're going to have that tools in the back office. So you'll be able to buy roller balls and spray bottles and all that kind of stuff in your back office. I think that's supposed to go live April 15th if it hasn't already. They didn't announce exact dates. Everything was coming soon or in April. There was not a specific date assigned. But I'll share a lot of those little nuggets, you know, throughout the next couple of calls just because there was a lot. But the main focus about leadership was strength finding. Has anybody ever done the Gallup Strength Finder test?
No.
No. Have you done it, Emily?
No.
No. I've done one similar through the hotel world. At some of the different hotels I've worked at, they've made us do strength finding and kind of like personality traits, like you take it as part of your interview process. But Gallup presented at convention last year, and then I kind of never really heard anything else about it. But that was like the majority of leadership at Long Beach a couple weeks ago. Was Gallup was there again. So they have their representatives from Gallup, and it's all about strength finding. And usually it's like $150 or something to take the test. Well, you can actually take it for $20. doTERRA's worked out a deal with Gallup Strength Finding where you can take the test online for $20. And there's 30 different strengths, and it gives you your top 5. And they went through all the presenters' strengths and every one of the owners of doTERRA, Emily Wright, Dr. Hill, David Sterling, all of them. And what it showcases is that there is not 2 people in the world who have the exact same strengths. It's just not possible. So you may share 2 or 3 strengths with somebody, or you may share no strengths with somebody. And out of the leaders, the owners of doTERRA, not a single one of them had any of the same strengths. And what it showcases is that it doesn't matter who you are, if you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. You can do this business, but you have to find what your strengths are and launch off running with those. That there's a way for you to strengthen your team, strengthen your selling, for the lack of a better word, and your closing rate by focusing on what you do right, not judging what Lisa Zimmer does or what, the Essential Mermaid does or Oil Magic by Michelle. I mean, and I've been so guilty of that because obviously I'm very much money driven, and I'm intrigued by, what these big name leaders have done, but they focused so much at leadership on not comparing yourself to others and not judging, that this is your business and you are where you are, and that's okay. And one of the leaders, her 3-letter word was yet. You're not a diamond yet. You're not an elite yet. You haven't had your own class yet. Like, you just have to take the pride on your strengths and own that and run with that. So I think it's really important to kind of run with that. They're going to have, by the end of April, beginning of May, doTERRA is putting together videos on all 30 strengths that after you take the test, you'll have access to these videos to show you how you can incorporate your strength into your business and making you successful. They have partnered with Gallup to do things that are just unheard of with this strength training that I've ever had access to really make sure that every one of their leaders is supported and successful based on the individual. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody is open to the idea of paying the $20 and taking the test. I talked to Edie about it a little bit a couple days ago, because
yes, I'm very interested.
Help each of you individually, and so that we all know each other's strengths if you feel comfortable sharing them. If not, you can just share them with me. But it allows me to kind of like narrow in on each of you individually, because not all of you learn the same way, not all of you are motivated the same way, to kind of just, strengthen each of us as individuals. Does anybody have any thoughts about that?
I'd take it.
Yeah, I may take it.
Cool. Edie, did you think more about it?
Yeah, I want to take it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will share my strengths with you guys on the next call. And I just think it's pretty interesting how it really shows that all of these people, have different strengths, and you focus on what you are strong in, and it kind of helps you have that leverage. And then we also talked a lot about your time. So let me find this Word document because normally I would have just had it open in this window. Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what you need to do if you want to actually make money in Rake Advance and not spin your wheels in doTERRA. If you only have small pockets of time to work. Excuse me. And I'll share this with you. I couldn't figure out how to put it into the PowerPoint. So I'll upload this onto the OneDrop page. So I only have 10 hours a week to share to work my business. How should you spend your time? 2 hours a week should be prospecting, setting up one-on-one appointments, texting friends to set up appointments, calling customers to ask for referrals and meeting new people, doing online coffee chats with new friends, text listing 25 friends to see who wants to set up a time to talk or come to a class online or in person. 4 hours a week should be spent doing 5 to 8 one-on-ones or teaching 2 classes. Classes take about 2 hours, so do 2 a week, even back to back on the weekend. Scheduling one-on-one appointments in 30-minute segments to sign people up over the phone. I find doing back-to-back classes works really well because then you can capture a larger amount of people. If you say I'm hosting a class on Thursday at 7 p.m., on Saturday at 10 p.m., and Saturday at 2 p.m., that gives you 3 different options to get somebody to your class instead of having them say, oh, no, that time doesn't work for me. Well, guess what? Here's 2 other times. Will one of these work for you? If you like one-on-ones, do one-on-ones. A lot of stay-at-home moms do one-on-ones. Rachel's been doing a couple of one-on-ones. She felt a little more comfortable doing one-on-ones and trying to get together with parties. I mean, this is your business. You don't have to do everything the way I do. I'm just here to kind of mentor you and guide you and show you the options and support you in any way that I can. There's this video here where you can sign people up in 5 minutes using this video. There's the Emerge format. You can do 30-minute appointments. I personally don't use Emerge, but Stacy Lynn does, and she's talked to a couple of the people on my team who seem to kind of be liking that. So if you want more information on Emerge, you're welcome to use that. I'd be happy to get you the information. 2 hours a week doing membership overviews and wellness consults for new members. Make sure they know how to place their LRP and how to navigate the back office. Make sure they know what oils to do next for their health goals, and give them a 90-day LRP order plan. 2 hours a week doing mentoring. So if you have a team, 30 minutes of mentoring with your upline, 30 to 90 minutes mentoring your leaders. If you only have 5 hours to work your business, you should spend 30 minutes a week prospecting, 2.5 hours a week doing 3 to 5 one-on-one appointments or doing 1 class or 1 one-on-one a week. Have an hour of 2 30-minute membership overviews a week and 30-minute mentoring of your upline. Things not to do when you have 5 to 10 hours a week to build. Build your website, start a Facebook group, post on Facebook randomly without purpose for creating connection or prospecting, sit and quote unquote think about what you need to do but not do it, sit paralyzed in fear or doubt, reach out to your upline. So those were some of the things that were shared at leadership about taking your business to the next level and not just, sitting around, I guess. I don't really know another way to put it. The only way you're going to grow and make money is by sharing and holding classes and sharing samples and inviting people to come to a one-on-one, and do an online thing if you have people out of state, or, there's so many different ways that you guys can get creative with growing your business. Does anybody have any thoughts about that? Is 5 to 10 hours? I mean, I know everybody's different. Maybe you only have an hour or 2 to spend. So, you can take some of this and create what you would do with an hour if you only have an hour a week to spend doing your business.
I think it's good information of how to schedule out the time you do have, definitely, or more focused time anyway. Are you going to post this to the Facebook page?
I am.
Okay.
I'll upload it as a file.
Okay.
I really like the idea of a text blitz, and I've been thinking about doing that on one of these calls. I don't know your guys' thoughts about it. When Edie and I went to Raton last year for the Wellness Summit, they had us do a text blitz, and you sat there for 10 minutes texting as many people as you can. Hey, it's Lauren. I was wondering if you'd be open to hosting an essential oil party, or would you be open to hosting a class, however you want to phrase it, or would you be interested in meeting me for a one-on-one? And Edie, do you remember doing that?
I do remember doing that, and I had, I got one class out of it, right?
Yeah, I think Julie's party in Albuquerque came out of it.
Yeah, that's where I did Julie's party.
So it's pretty interesting when you put your mind to it and you actually sit there for 5 or 10 minutes straight and text as many people as you can, how many responses you actually get and how many people actually say, yeah, sure. But what the exercise does is it just gets you to do it. It just gets you to that place of taking ownership and scheduling a class and not thinking about anything else. Because I know there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I need to ask so-and-so, or, you get sidetracked. But when you're doing it in this blitz, you actually see results and it happens and people actually commit to it. So I will share that with you guys on the Facebook page. I'll see, I have to come back here and find where I was. Share my screen. Where was that PowerPoint? So annoying. So that is your time, just, making sure that you're making the most of your time. All of our time is so valuable, as is all of our clients. And then our next call will be April 23rd. And I'm really excited to announce that I'll have a guest speaker. This gentleman, his name is Ritus, and he owns his own company. He's a motivational speaker. He owns his own business. He's an entrepreneur. He lives in San Francisco, and he is going to do a presentation for us. And I'm not exactly sure how long it'll be. It might be 15 minutes or half hour, so we'll kind of see what the rest of the call looks like for next week. But I'm really excited to introduce him to you guys and hear what he has to say. I think that it will be a really motivating presentation. So I'm really excited about that. And then lastly, I want to start a share of 5 minutes. So we do this call every 2 weeks, and I'd like for everybody to pick a week and pick a topic that you'll share 5 minutes on. It could be something that you really like. It could be something about the business. It could be a success that you had. It could be anything that you guys want it to be. You guys can pick the topic and present for the 5 minutes, and you can do, a video, or you can do a PowerPoint, or you can just talk. You can share a recipe that you made, whatever you guys want to do. I'd like to start it on the 23rd, assuming that we have enough time, depending on how long his presentation is. Would anybody like to volunteer for the 23rd? Lauren, you're smiling. That means you get to go first.
Oh.
It's Since you're the only brave one to show your face.
I know, so I get picked on. It should be others that didn't show their face.
I'll do it.
Emily, you'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool. So you can take the 23rd.
Good job, Em.
And then the next call will be May 7th. Who wants to take May 7th?
Okay, I'll do it.
Edie, you want to do May 21st?
I can barely even speak as it is.
What do you mean? You can show us a video. You don't have to talk.
Okay. I'll see what I can come up with.
You can think about it.
I'll think about it. But put me down for the 21st.
Okay.
I don't
You're
know
a
if I
good
can be
speaker.
full. I'm not.
I have seen you speak. And it's just us. There's only 4 of us on the call tonight, and we can't even see you.
You would speak to more people at the MPI board meetings that are on here right now.
Yeah. You can show us a video if you don't want to speak.
Okay, I'll see what I can figure out.
Does anybody have anything that they want to share or talk about? No?
I am in the middle of a root canal, and I haven't even looked to see what might be good for root canals, but I'm just going nuts. Do you have any recommendations?
Excuse me. I would say Gapaiba and clove. Can I try and play a video? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me see if I can email it to me real quick, actually. Oh, I think it might be too long to email. Let's see. Can I play it from my phone? Or that's probably going to make that noise again, huh?
Probably.
I think what makes the noise is when you called Lauren being on because didn't you call her?
Oh, yeah. So maybe if I play
And
it.
you were on the computer at the same time. So I don't know.
Let's see. Give me just a second. Maybe I can upload it to YouTube real quick. Let's see. YouTube. Just bear with me. Oops, there it was. What does compressing video mean? Anybody know?
I think it means it's making it into like a, I don't know, like a format that could be played or something. I don't know.
Let me just try and play it from my phone. You guys have to tell me if you can hear it.
I had gone to a local dentist, and I had a little tooth
Can you hear it?
on the bottom that stuck out a little bit. It was a little bit crooked, and I was
Where's my speaker?
about it. And I went in to see about getting braces. And he said, "Do you need braces because your teeth are so tight?"
Can you guys hear it?
It's hard to hear. It's like an echo.
Like echoing, yeah.
That's a bummer. I don't remember exactly what she used, but it's a video on a root canal that was pretty amazing. Her gums were black.
Ugh.
And she started using copaiba, and maybe it was frankincense, or copaiba and clove and frankincense. After 2 drops morning and night for 2 days, it was completely gone, which is pretty amazing that her gums went back to being pink. For root canal, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is it hurting?
Well, I went to the dentist because he insisted he could do a root canal, and he had just completed putting a crown on my tooth, and then it started getting infected. So after he put the brand new crown on, so he's like, "I'll drill through the crown." And I've had that done before, and it works. But he drilled through the crown, couldn't find one of my canals, and so he took the whole crown off and tore it apart, and then tried to go in again. And then he's like, "I can't find the canal." And he put on a temporary crown and referred me to an endodontist. So I go to the endodontist next week.
Who are you going to see?
Wolcott, Dr. Wolcott. I've gone to him before to fix a bad root canal before, and he's done a good job, but that was a long time ago. So I'm hoping he can fix this one. But
yeah, I would do frankincense and copaiba and clove. Those would be my 3 go-tos.
okay.
I'll try and upload the video, and I can post it to the One Drop Facebook page so you guys can listen to it. It's pretty awesome. These oils are just so amazing. So amazing in every way. Does anybody else have anything? I'm sorry you're going through that, Edie.
Okay.
Knock on wood, I've never had a root canal.
Yeah,
I haven't even
I'm
had
just
my
going
wisdom
through
teeth
throbbing
so
right
scared.
now. It's just, yeah.
You what?
I'm going through throbbing in my mouth, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure. Teeth stuff is never fun. I haven't even had my wisdom teeth pulled. I'm such a chicken. And I think it's because when I was growing up, I had 15 baby teeth pulled.
Oh my gosh.
My teeth just wouldn't fall out.
Oh my god.
So I'm like scarred for life, but I'm sorry. I just had a thought about the Facebook page. I keep wanting to change the name, and I guess I've just been a little scared too because I don't want to confuse people, like especially if you're not a builder. So, you know, a lot of these leaders who are very high up, they have a Facebook page just like what we have. And I just want to be very clear that it's not my Facebook page. It is a team page. It is our team page. And I made the mistake I don't know if it was the meditation or when it was, but I said I've come up with a business name for my business, and I called it Lotus Living, which is what's, on this presentation. And yeah, that's my business name, but more importantly, that's our team name. Lotus Living is a team. I can't do this without you guys. I don't want to do it without you guys. I mean, I need and I want all of us to feel a part of this as a team. I mean, this should be fun. This should be engaging. This should be a friendship. And I want to change the name to Lotus Living Team Page, because that's what it is. It's a team. We have 450 people on this umbrella, on this team. And they're not just my people, they're all of our people. And, I've asked before that I would love to see more engagement from you guys on the Facebook page, because this is your page too. And, a lot of people start to do their own page as they grow into leaders. And, I know Emily and Lauren, you guys have started your own Facebook page, and that's great. And I fully support that. And if you don't want to add your people to the page, that is okay. I mean, if you want to just keep them on your page, again, it's your business. You guys can do what you want. And I guess I've been thinking about it because convention's coming up. And, last year there's all these teams that come together at convention, and, they have like gear on, whether it's like a hat or a t-shirt or a backpack or whatever. And I mean, two of the leaders that I really follow a lot because I like what they do and I think that they're very successful and they're very, very involved, is Michelle Cannon, Oil Magic by Michelle, and Kim Camuso, who's the Essential Mermaid. And, some of them, those two girls, they probably had 100 people from their team there. And I don't know what level all those people are, if they're users, if they're leaders, I don't know who they are, but they all were represented as a team. They all had on Oil Magic, Team Oil Magic, or the Essential Mermaid team. They all had on something that represented the team. And I want to have that energy, and I want to make sure that you guys know that this is ours. Lotus Living is a name that I came up with because it's something that I really love about the lotus flower. But it's yours too. And as you guys continue to grow and your teams continue to grow, you may branch off and start your own team, and that's okay. And I'll be sad when that happens, because I do feel like we are a part of a team, but sometimes people don't either, and that's okay. I'm not saying that you guys have to do that. I'm just saying some people do, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I love you guys, and I want to do this with you. And, the page says doTERRA by Jenna, and I want to change that. And I will change that to Lotus Living because it's a team name, not just, doTERRA by Jenna. That's just kind of what I started when it was me by myself, not really, thinking that as I grow, I'll have people doing this with me. But I just want you guys to know that, it's your page too, and this is your team. And I think it's important that, we're proud of the team that we're all creating. Does anybody know what a lotus flower symbolizes or means?
I know you told us at that training at your house, but I forgot.
That's okay. I know what it means, but I don't know what it means, so I have to look it up too. I know it is, but I don't know how to get it across as words. In Buddhist symbolism, the lotus is symbolic of purity of the body, speech, and mind. As while rooted in the mud, its flowers blossom in long stalks as it's floating above the muddy waters of attachment and desire. It's also symbolic of detachments as drops of water easily slide off of its petals. Lotus flower represents long life, health, honor, and good luck. Where was the part that I read? Because a flower rises from the mud and blooms in exquisite beauty, it symbolizes perfection and purity on both the heart and mind. It also represents long life and honor. So to me, it's, you know, coming up from the mud and opening into this beautiful flower is a sign of life. And we're living that life. And, you know, we're helping a lot of people come from a very dark, muddy place into this light of the essential oil world where we're making an impact on people and helping them change their life for the better. And so for me, I've always wanted to get a tattoo of a lotus flower. I don't have any tattoos yet. I'm such a chicken, but I have like 2 or 3 that I really, really want. And so, you know, for me, it just symbolized what we're doing with these essential oils is, you know, we're truly being that lotus flower, bringing life to people. And, you know, I'm so grateful to have you guys all on this journey with us.
Love you, Jenna. And I do like the idea of change. And it's funny that you brought this up because it just happened today. So I added somebody new to the Facebook page today, and it was a lady that came to our class yesterday. But as I was doing it, I was like, she's going to be like, what is this page Lauren's adding me to? Like, who's Jenna? You know, because it wasn't ever a big deal because all my classes, they all knew you because you were there with me. But then today when I was adding her, I was like, well, this lady doesn't know who Jenna is, but I'm adding her to this random Facebook page of Jenna. So I think it's a good idea as it just like popped in my head today.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to put it as Lotus Living Team. And I think if you guys if you guys want to keep adding your people to that page, letting them know, like, this is a team. This is a family of people that are coming together to help with oils. And, you know, that's why I said, I mean, I think I brought it up on the very first business call that we did, which was back in February, almost 2 months ago, where I said, you know, a lot of these people don't know who I am, you know, and I shouldn't be the only one posting on that page because of that. I mean, this is, you know, and that's why I really want to express that it's not my page, it's a team page. And like I said, if you want to go off and start your own and not add people to that page, that's okay. But I think it's important to give them that support and those tools that they need to continue their use and education and growth. And, you know, I ask that if you're going to continue to add people to that page, that you do help me post, because it takes a lot. You know, I feel like a lot of times I feel the pressure of like, oh shit, I haven't posted anything in a week. Like, what am I going to post? You know, whereas I think that they want to hear from you too. And I think that it is a good training module for everybody that we're enrolling and sharing the oils with. And, you know, when I started my Facebook page, my upline didn't have a page. So I started one. And now Stacy Lynn has a page, and hers is called Living Empowered. I don't know if any of you have been added to it. If you want me to add you to it, I'm happy to. She doesn't do a whole lot of posting. There was a time almost 2 years ago where she had a different page, but then she stopped posting, and a couple people like Lindsay, Emily, who you took over her spot, and I think Tracy might have mentioned it too at one point, that they felt too confused because there was this page and this page and that page, and they didn't know, you know, Jamie had a page, and, you know, there was just so many different pages, and there was the Albuquerque IPC chat page, and so they just felt overwhelmed, and then everything kind of came to a halting stop. No one was kind of engaging on Facebook at all. And now it seems like everyone's kind of back on there. So if you want to be added to any of our uplines pages, if you're not already, I'm happy to add you to them. But I think it's important to have a place that's a safe place where they can get that education. And it's a team page. It's not my page. I mean, I started it 2 years ago with the idea that as this grew and as I started to find builders, that it would be our homepage for us to add our team members to. And I'm sorry that I haven't changed the name or didn't think of it sooner. But I will do it tonight.
Oh, no rush. It's totally fine.
No, it needs to be done. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I guess I don't know, I just felt scared to change it for some reason.
Well, Jenna, I'm thinking maybe shouldn't you ought to make an announcement that you're going to change it just so people are aware and it's not like the Jenna doTERRA page is gone and what is this other page? But
yeah, no, definitely. I was going to post a little something and kind of talk about the Lotus Living name and, where it came from and say that this is a team and,
okay.
Whether you're doing the business or you're just a avid daily oil user, I just want you to know that this is the same page, just with a different name. It's like Facebook used to tell you who's seen the posts. It still does it on the OneDraw page. Like I can go on and see who's seen what I post. It'll say like seen by 5 people or whatever. And the doTERRA Facebook page doesn't do that anymore. So I never know who's seeing my posts. Like, I don't know if anybody's, for all I know, nobody could be looking at the page. I don't know. There's like a handful of people who are always, very active, but I mean, I just keep tracking along because I know someone's going to find something useful.
Oh, definitely. You post good, helpful things on there.
You what?
You post good, helpful things on there. I read it and comment sometimes.
No, you're a good commenter. Are there other things that I should be adding? I mean, are there other things that you think I should be putting on there? Or things that you guys think people would want to see more of? I need to get back into doing live videos because I do think that that's really helpful. Like, even if it's just like, I meant to do it of making a rollerball, but I was so rushed this morning that I was like, fuck it, I can't do this. I'm already late for work. This fucking traffic here. But even if it's just like, putting a rollerball together or, I mean, I used to do quite a few and I need to get back into that. I just haven't. I feel like I'm still in transition and I need to get over it.
Well, no, you definitely are. Well, and maybe you can do some live videos once that daily wellness whatever kicks off on the 15th, because that will, that seems like it may be good content. I don't understand how it's really going to work yet, but
I don't either. There's no place to actually register. I think it's just going to be a lot of involvement on their Facebook page. And you guys will, be entered into the daily prizes by how much I think you comment and share. I don't know. It's the first time they're doing this, and they did not give us much information about it at all, other than they announced what the prizes were going to be, which I think is cool. I didn't even know they were giving prizes away, but well, I knew they were, but I didn't think it would be like those type of prizes. I feel like their prizes that they're giving away are pretty generous. They're going to give away an entire convention package, so you could earn an all-expense trip paid to convention, and then they're giving away 10 sets of the whole On Guard line and 10 sets of the Virage skincare line. So, there's 20 people who have a chance at winning, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Honestly, they haven't given us a lot of information about it, so I'm kind of just running with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good idea to do a couple videos during that. Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right. So Emily, let's plan on you sharing for 5 minutes on the next call, depending on Ritus's presentation. We'll have him kick it off at 7:30 or 8:30 your guys' time, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. If not, we'll roll everything back a week.
Okay. Anything I want?
Yep, it can be anything you want.
Okay.
Cool. All right, you guys. Thank you. I miss all of you.
We miss you too.
Thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome, Edie. I'll post the link for that Gallup session. I definitely encourage you guys to buy that and take that, over the next couple weeks so that we can kind of talk about it. For $20, I feel like it helps, regardless if it's just for doTERRA. I think it just helps in general in life to know what your strengths are. So I'll share my strengths on the next one that I talk to you about. And yeah, I'll post that Word file too.
And the link on the oh my gosh, my
The
mind.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get that uploaded and see how I can share that with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I have a handful of little videos from leadership that I want to share. I thought maybe I could share one on every call because some of them are a little long. Some of them are like just a couple minutes, but I have one of a gentleman who presented, and I thought that was kind of cool to hear about the doTERRA business and his way of doing it from, like a male's perspective. So.
Oh, and Jenna, are you still planning to start the LRP club in May?
Yes.
Okay, when are you going to start kind of talking about that for us to share it, you think? It's still early in April, but
yeah, it's still too early. Everyone said kind of starting to talk about it maybe like the last 10 days of the month, the last 7 days of the month,
okay.
To kind of hype it and ramp up. So I was thinking of starting it April 23rd. That would give me like exactly a week and a day.
Okay. Perfect. And then will you post, you said that whatever Stacy Lynn does on that Word document, the 30-minute something, I don't know that it's anything I'd be interested in, but maybe.
What is it?
I don't know. It was on that Word document right under that Facebook link, but you said it didn't work for you, but.
Oh, the Emerge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Or
so it's a module. It's this woman who has a lot of experience in, I don't know if it's just sales or network marketing. She started this thing called Emerge Training. And I'll post a link to it, and then it's something that I can connect you with Stacy Lynn if you don't have her contact information, to talk a little bit more about it, because her and Tosh do it and they swear by it. I would like for you to hear what they have to say, and then maybe we can recap after that and I can tell you my thoughts. But I'm curious, I want everybody to have their own opinion of it before I share mine, and just see what you guys think from there. But they love it. I know Rachel's done a little bit with it. Maureen, I don't know if you guys remember, well, Edie and Emily, you know Maureen. I think she's started to dive into Emerge a little bit. So a lot of people are using it as a platform.
Okay.
Cool. All right, ladies, have a good night.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good, Judy.